Hey guys, I'm Lewis, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to defeat the Ender Dragon in Minecraft, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to go over is what you need to take. And the first thing that I recommend is full diamond armor. Just simply for protection against the Ender Dragon. And then for weapons, I recommend a diamond sword and a bow. But not just any old bow, we are going to go ahead and enchant it with infinity. The next thing for tools, you're going to need a diamond pickaxe and a diamond shovel. That's just for safekeeping, and also you need a pickaxe to get through the end stone, and the diamond shovel for dirt that you're going to use to pile it with. But we're going to get into that later on. Also for food, I recommend cooked beef and golden apples. Now I recommend to get as much beef as possible, and the reason I choose beef is because that's the food that gives you the most hunger back, or alongside other meats. So if you just have some sort of meat item that gives you the most health, the most hunger bars back, then that is obviously the one to go for. The golden apples is just for safekeeping, just in case you come down to no health, and you've got them for a backup. I'm going to quickly go and grab some dirt. So you can probably need to take a stack of dirt with you as well. And the reason I choose dirt is because it saves you time when you're trying to break your pile back down. The next thing is potions. This is the last thing you need. I recommend potion of strength. This just keeps your strength up. And then a potion of slow falling. The reason he'll actually do a sweep attack on his way back, and he can potentially like lift you way into the air. And if you don't have a slow falling potion, you're gonna drop down and lose a lot of health bars, and that could be crucial. So if you've got slow falling, you basically don't take fall damage really. Make sure you get the ones that have 4 minutes. So I think you would do that by doing redstone in the brewing stand. So that's all you need for potions. Enchantments for the armor, I'd probably recommend feather falling just to be sure. And really that's it. I mean, there's not much enchantment you actually need to make, but that's about it. So that is all the things that you need to bring. So the next thing we're going to move on to is how to find the end portal itself, because that's how you're going to actually initiate the fight. So what you need to do is to get 12 ender pearls. Sometimes you don't need all 12. Sometimes like some of them are filled in on like the end portal frames, but just to be safe I'd recommend getting 12 ender pearls. And then to turn them into eyes of ender, you basically need to use blaze powder in the crafting menu here, and then that'll turn it into an eye of ender. Obviously I recommend having more eyes of ender. You need 12 minimum to secure access to the end, but you also need extra to actually get there, because remember, eyes of ender lead you towards the end portal, and sometimes it doesn't give you it back, so you've got to make sure that you have more than you need. But how you actually use the eyes of ender is quite simple. You basically need to just stand around anywhere. I'm flying around because I'm in creative, but basically what you need to do is you do the left and you need to use it, and then what it'll do is it'll fly up and it'll give you the general direction of the end portal itself. You just keep following it until it's above the portal. There you go, it's going down now, so that means we're close here. So then what you would do is you would obviously do a safe dig down, but obviously I'm not being safe right now. So let's just dig all the way down. Let me just do a Eye of Ender. It's still going down this way, so it should take me. And there we go. Here's the stronghold. I'm going to do it again, and it keeps telling me to go down. Usually when you get to the stronghold you don't actually need to, and there we go. We've found it. What you need to do is basically find the stronghold and then just look for yourself. So I'd only trust the Eyes of Ender just to get to the end portal itself. Otherwise they're quite useless once you actually get to it. So the next thing is to obviously fill in the Eyes of Ender. So there's already 2 filled in here, which is lucky. So what you want to do now is basically just fill in the Eyes of Ender like this, and then it should, there we go, it has made the end portal. So now we are ready to go through, and then we can fight the Ender Dragon. So let's hop in, and we are in. So one thing I'd recommend is definitely don't look at the Enderman, because if one starts on you, a lot will start on you. So you basically want to go up here, find the Ender Dragon, and then this is where the fight begins. So I'm going to break down the fight. So it's basically in 2 stages. Stage 1 is taking away all its health sources, which I mean the end crystals that are on top of these obsidian pillars. And as you can see, it gets health. It gets health back from those crystals. So obviously before we start attacking it, we need to make sure it cannot regenerate its health. And the way to do that is obviously just to get rid of them. So the method is obviously just to use your bow, and then obviously just aim for the end crystals and just try your best to aim. There we go, I got one. So you can just stay on the ground for the ones that you can see. So what I'd recommend doing is going up to it, obviously not flying, and then you pile up with your dirt. So let me just actually take a slow falling potion, and then I should receive that buff there. And then see, as you can see, even push me in creative. So then you break it. So if I was to drop down, there we go, it doesn't, I will not actually take fall damage, which is really good. But what I want to be doing is actually breaking this pillar down. And as you can see, as the Ender Dragon tried to basically go through the dirt, it broke the dirt. So that's actually quite dangerous, but considering I've got the slow falling, it would have reduced that fall damage. So for the cage ones, you basically just want to come up to it, pile up, break the cage, and then obviously stand back and break it. You'll notice that the Ender Dragon has actually taken some hits, but it hasn't been because of us. It's been because when we broke the end crystals, it was attached to it. So it was kind of getting health off of it, and when we broke it, it kind of, when we broke it, it was connected, so that's why it lost health. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's basically why. So now it cannot regenerate health. It has no way of doing it. So now this brings us on to stage 2, which is the easiest bit. Is literally to just make sure you hit it with your diamond sword when it swoops down into this bedrock area, and then you just start to attack it. So as you can see, it has this fire here, and you want to avoid that because it will harm you, and there's nothing that will protect you from it. So then obviously you come here and you try and get as much damage as possible into the Ender Dragon, and it will fireball you as well, so you want to watch out for that. It'll sometimes switch angles as well, just to try and catch you off guard. And when it goes up, you can use your bow as well, so I can maybe try and hit it with my bow. There we go. And then we can try and take it out. And when you defeat it, it will fly up like this, and then you'll get a shower of XP, which you'll only get by defeating the Ender Dragon. So at the end of the fight, you'll notice that you have a new Ender portal, and this basically just takes you back. And as you can see, there's that portal which takes you to the end city. We're not going to worry about that in this video, but basically what I want to just show you is how to get this egg. So basically what you want to do is hit the egg, and then it should land on the end stone. Then you want to dig underneath like this, dig that one, put a torch underneath, and then break that block. It'll fall on and it'll be able to be picked up. And you jump in, you get the credits and all that stuff, and then you get home. So that is it. That is how you defeat the Ender Dragon in any version of Minecraft. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If this was helpful for you, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe down below. It'll really help me out. And we recently hit a big goal of 400 subscribers. And now we're on the road to 500 subscribers, and all help is appreciated by me. And that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.